This is our talk through about the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox. What is it? Xbox One now?
Yeah, it's not looking pretty for Xbox at all.
Why do you
I
say
mean,
that?
Xbox, crappy project name. I mean, Durango. Come on, is it really a Dodge that
What?
looks like a pregnant PT Cruiser? No, no, it's not. It's a console you play games on, but you can get freaking TV through it too. Well, that part's kind of cool. But PS4, they came out project name Orbis.
Yeah,
Their
I'm seeing it.
controller looks more ergonomic. They have the same kind of optical drive that the Xbox has. 8 gigabytes of GDDR5. That's all for video card.
Uh huh.
That's none of it for actual processing. The Xbox has 8 gigabytes DDR3, which is all processing and memory and shit. That's nothing for video card. They both have 8 core processors.
Uh huh.
The PlayStation has a better 8 core because it's AMD, and Microsoft's they've just got a kind of a no-name brand 8 core. Xbox 500 gigabyte hard drive. For a next gen console, I thought they would upped it to terabyte, but I guess they weren't thinking ahead there. And
Okay,
then
wait,
they've
wait, wait,
got
wait, wait,
smart
wait, wait.
glass.
Okay, the 500 gig hard drive. Why do you think that's not enough? I think that would be enough if you're not like if you're downloading arcade games, maybe not full Xbox games, right?
Well, if you're a game freak like me that games damn near constantly, then yeah, you're gonna run through the 500 gigabytes like it was breakfast.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But Microsoft, they had their smart glass. Never really been a fan of it. Haven't used it too much, so I can't really criticize it. But come on, PlayStation 4, its second screen versus Xbox Smart Glass is a damn PS Vita, a whole nother little console.
Well,
And it also looks like you could hook up a PSP. So I mean, come on, that's just
well,
cool.
I know the
You could
PlayStation
you could
Vita.
be hooked up to your deal and just bounce out of the house, and you can still game on the go. I mean, that is just awesome and epic to me.
Well, I know that the PlayStation Vita. I was reading like earlier this week or last week or whatever that every PlayStation 4 game has to have the remote play on it. So basically, you could play your PlayStation 4 games or whatever on the PlayStation 4 on your PlayStation Vita. So I wonder if that means like you have to be within like your Wi-Fi boundaries, or if you could be like at McDonald's somewhere in the city or something like that, and your Xbox can or your PS4 can be at your house. I wonder if that's how it actually works.
I haven't used a PS Vita, so I don't know this for a fact. But from what I think holds kind of true is once your PS Vita connects to your PS4, it takes the IP address and saves that in its memory. So you could be anywhere as long as you're connected to the internet and it'll link right up. But I don't know that for a fact, so don't hold me to it.
Yeah, that's true. That could be a possibility. It could save it in like the cache or something like that. It could save your IP address for like
Yeah.
logging on later. It's a good point.
Yeah, then you've got both of them have cloud storage. I don't see me using that since Xbox just kind of cock blocked what I thought was going to be awesome. Mandatory game installs. PS4 to be announced. They don't know yet.
Yeah.
Xbox, they said yes, you're going to have to install your game, just like on a computer. Use game fee. Here's the lame part. Say you want to play San Andreas, go back to those good old days whenever games were kind of fun and took a little bit more skill. They said they're more than likely going to do it. I mean, even if you own the game on a previous console, yeah, you're going to have to pay for it again.
No, I think that
PS4, don't know.
I think that the Xbox or Microsoft, whatever, they're gonna be like, yeah, you have to actually pay for like, I don't know, like a licensing fee or whatever, like Electronic Arts had on their games, like the SimCity, where you had the stupid little code and then you had to keep it and you can only use it once or whatever. I think they're gonna do away with that eventually because they see that Electronic Arts, they actually got rid of that because it wasn't working out. It was crap. So they might see the light there, hopefully.
Well, they should rename it from used game fee to gayness, because that's exactly what it is. I mean, it's just straight up and down homo.
Okay.
Always online connection. Both consoles, no, they're not going to be linked up all the time, even when it's off. Skype, PS4, don't know about it. Probably going to do it, though. Xbox, yes. Motion control, like the Kinect sensor and the iToy, yeah, they look like they both got that coming into this generation. Kinect, la-di-da. But the iToy, it was pretty cool back PS2 days. I mean, they've reamped it just a little bit. Voice commands, PS4, do not know. But the Xbox, yeah, they're gonna have that. I mean, that when you watch the reveal for the Xbox, he comes on the stage telling his Xbox what to do, like the Xbox a bitch. You know?
The way you put stuff.
Yeah, you know.
Subscription
Fee to be announced.
Yeah.
Both consoles, who knows? It could go either way. USB side of things, though, they're both going to be USB 3.0, so it's going to be super fast USB speed.
Thank God.
Live streaming, both of them to be announced.
I think live streaming is actually announced
Xbox,
on the PlayStation 4. I think that's actually announced because there was a share button on the PlayStation 4 controller. I think that's what live streaming is. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I do know for on the Xbox that it's basically going to be a hyped up DirecTV box that you play video games on. So, I mean, kudos to you, DirecTV, for taking the stride.
Oh, maybe that's what
Both
it
of
meant
them
by
gonna
live
have
streaming. Okay. I was thinking like live stream was like to Twitch TV or YouTube or something like that. I didn't even think about like DirecTV. But on that side of the thing, Xbox One, basically it's like the Wii U. You actually have to have the stupid DirecTV like
in
subscription.
the way it sucks.
Yeah. But you have to have
Yeah,
the
that
DirecTV subscription, and it has to be like plugged into your Xbox with some kind of cord or some bullshit. From what I understand, it sounds kind of stupid. It's not like what people are thinking. You actually have TV for free or through your Xbox Live subscription.
no, you have to pay for that shit. Nothing in this world's for free.
Isn't that true?
All right, they both gonna have Bluetooth 2.1.
Gay.
You know, if Bluetooth wasn't awesome enough, I mean, I love Bluetooth.
2.1 though.
I mean, having like, yeah, dude, like my little cheap Pantech, I've had like 8 Bluetooth devices connected at once, and had it playing through my car stereo at the same time. It was just ridiculous. I could feel the Bluetooth all around me. It was epic.
The Bluetooth 2.1 though, I think they could have went with like at least 3.0 or 4. But it's whatever.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. They had to cut back somewhere. Xbox really didn't have to. They had a lot more room to grow, but they just didn't see it.
You were just dissing on
They-
Xbox.
Dude, I love my 360. You know, I went from computer to PlayStation 2, and then I seen the PS3 was like a super high dollar when the PS4 was starting to, or when the 360 was starting to drop in price. I snagged a 360 and loved every minute of it. So, I mean, I liked Xbox up until this point when they came out with this gay, hyped up DirecTV box.
True.
But I have nothing against Microsoft, nothing against Sony. You know, I like both companies equally. Okay,
Yeah.
it's just I think Microsoft could have done so much more with their funding than what they did.
Yeah.
The PlayStation's coming back with the trophies. I mean, they're probably never going to get rid of those. Xbox still going to have achievements, so they're going to have that.
Yeah.
The PlayStation's got a HDMI with 4K support, so it's going to be pretty good definition. I mean, even bass, it's going to be pretty good because it's analog component RCA. So that means you're going to have the 3 plugs for your video, and then you have 2 spare plugs for your audio.
Oh, so they're bringing back the yellow, white, and red cords.
Yeah. And then they're going to have an optical output on the PS4. The Xbox, on the other hand, is going to have your standard HDMI input and output with 4K support, and it's got an optical output. That's all it's got.
So for the low end
The
gamers, you're just kind of screwed on that.
Yeah, just go PlayStation. You'll be set up for the long run when you can afford bigger and better TVs and shit. The
Uh,
web connection on the
yeah.
PlayStation, it's Ethernet, IEEE, and 802.11b/g/n. So it's through all the channels on your router. I mean, regardless how old your router is or how badass, if you've spent a couple $100 on a good router, it would connect right up. And then on your Xbox, it's just like the 360, Ethernet and Wi-Fi.
So let's see. There was something up here that I wanted to, because I'm like looking exactly at what you're looking at. I found what you were looking at, but
Yeah.
what was it again? What was I gonna say? There was something on here that I saw interesting that. Where's it
I honestly
at?
think the computer's way to go because you've got a shit ton of games. You can get free indie games, and it never goes out of style, and it's multi-purpose.
So we're
You
adding
could
in.
look on the internet for whatever.
Uh huh.
You could you could watch movies on it. I mean, you could burn music off of YouTube if you have the right programs. You could create CDs, burn your music to a flash drive. I mean, and plus Arma 3. Arma 3, beautiful game. Beautiful game. Played the alpha.
So you played the alpha on that?
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, my graphics card was literally like, what the fuck is this? Because it couldn't barely handle it. It was laggy, but from what I could tell, it was just so vast and dramatic. I mean, all the physics in that game are just beautiful.
Okay, since there's a
And they
couple
fixed the hitbox.
there's a couple offbeat questions. What do you think that Sony's gonna step it up and bring in like voice chat over whenever you're in like say Killzone and somebody else is in Uncharted or something like that?
Well, I see it like this. You've got Sony over here, and then you got Xbox. They're in a fist fight, okay? Well, PS4 is literally like on the just beating Xbox face into the concrete right now. So I mean, Xbox is gonna come out with some badass shit because they have to. I
Yeah.
mean, it's almost mandatory. PlayStation 4, they can hang back till Xbox makes the first move. So, it's that.
But do you think that they're gonna come out with like the chat or whatever?
Yeah, they might.
I really hope they do because like I don't know. That's what they really needed. I like being social. I like talking to people while I'm playing games and shit, as you could tell. And yeah, I think they need to succeed. Really.
Yeah, well, whenever I'm game, I'm the quiet motherfucker that's in the party, just like, are you still there? Yeah, I don't talk. So, I mean, I really won't use the whole vocal aspect of that too much. I mean, because I like playing shooting games, and if you're trying to sneak up on your enemy and everything, and they can hear you and everything, I mean, you basically blew your cover, and they're you're shit. You're just a sitting duck.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that aspect I'm probably not going to use if I go with either one, because I'm probably just going to say to hell with it and go computer.
Have you seen the Watch Dogs trailer?
No, I don't believe I
Oh
have.
my god, you got to see that. It's amazing. I bet a lot of people will agree with me. But you should check that out in the new Killzone that's coming out for the PlayStation 4 and the what was that game that we were talking about earlier? The racing game. It's right here, and I don't remember what it's called.
Racing game.
Gran Turismo. There we
For
go.
yeah, Gran Turismo. Beautiful
Yeah,
game. Love it.
yeah. The
I'm a
new
fan of
one.
Forza series, so I go either way on that, but Gran Turismo, you're just not going to beat the way the physics are so fluid. I mean, they're not glitchy like Forza's is.
Yeah, the Gran Turismo on the PS4 looks legit from what I've seen.
But I haven't seen too much of the new Forza 5, so they might have fixed their physics issue and just kind of stepped up their game.
Is that not? Oh, I said Forza 4, didn't I? I guess I meant Forza 5 or whatever the newest one is. It looks legit.
Yeah, Forza 4, if you want glitchy physics, that's the game for you.
But I think
I
that
mean, I
about
could
wrap.
never get my cars to transfer their weight right, so.
Yeah, but I think that about wraps it up. I think this video is already way too long, so we will talk about and discuss the rest of this in the comments if people feel like they want to talk about it. So we'll catch everybody in the
Alright,
next video.
peace out, world.